think you can hold down the fort for a little while, I am going to go take a break.
Oh, sure, that's okay, fine.
I left the new admissions folders for Mrs. Fletcher in the box.
Okay, make sure she gets them.
Okay, be back in a while.
Right.
Annie, I'm checking out for the day.
Good luck at Pine Circle.
Oh, I don't know. An awful lot's riding on the way Heather responds to me, if she responds at all.
I guess our future's pretty much on the line at this point, isn't it?
Listen, I don't want you to be scared. I'm planning to talk to Kendrickson at length about any other medical possibilities of getting through to Heather.
Well, like what?
Well, I happen to know that sometimes shock therapy works in these situations. It's not really a desired technique unless it's a drastic situation. But if this isn't a drastic situation, I don't know what is. Anyway, it's not going to hurt to ask about it.
Are you sure Mrs. Grant would go along with something like that?
Annie, I haven't even broached the subject with her yet. But when I do, I'm going to have to be awfully careful. Because I don't want to hurt her any more than I want to hurt Heather.
I don't know, Jeff. It kind of sounds scary to me.
Annie, come on now. We've got to do whatever we can do. Otherwise, for the rest of our lives, we're going to be held hostage by someone who sits in a rocking chair with a rag doll all day.
Jeff, it's not the rest of our lives. It's only for 5 years.
All right, but it's the best of our lives then. And that's what these next 5 years are to me. And I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to wait that long. I can't and won't.
Well, you let me know what happens.
You know I will.
Jeff, you ready?
Yeah, Mom, we're all set. Let's go.
Good luck.
See you later, Annie.
Dr. Richardson, report to X-ray. Dr. Richardson.
Well, hi, Miss Grant.
Hey,
Jeff.
Steve.
Jeff, are you leaving?
Mrs. Grant?
Yeah, for the day. I'll talk to you later, okay?
And what's going on? Jeff barely spoke to us.
He's going up to Pine Circle.
Has something happened?
No, he's going to try to make something happen, though. He's going to talk to Dr. Kendrickson about possible shock therapy for Heather.
What? Well, that kind of therapy isn't indicated.
I know. Jeff knows that, too. He says he wants to at least ask his opinion. I guess we're both getting a little bit desperate these days. Excuse me.
I don't know what Scotty's doing out there. You know, maybe I better check.
Leslie, you sure you don't want me to take you down?
No.
Well, maybe I could pick up the papers
No.
for you.
Thank you, but no. It really doesn't take an entourage to do this sort of thing, you know.
I'm very concerned about what I could do to make you feel better.
I told you don't have to worry about me. I'm going to be fine.
You know what? He just ate breakfast and he's in there eating a coffee cake.
Yeah, well, I was hungry.
I don't know how he can eat the way he does and not get fat.
We're still growing.
Yes. Yeah, you want me to get it?
Nope, I'll get it. It's Howard. I hope it's Howard. Hi, Howard.
Good morning.
Come on in.
Wow, what's going on?
We're having a party.
Is everything all right?
Oh, terrific. Fine and dandy. It's just the immediate family, you know, while it lasts. I'm glad you could join us.
Well, this is a bit too civilized for me.
Good morning, Howard.
Hello, Rick. I must say, I'm a little surprised to see you here.
Well, it's a little strange, I guess.
Hello, Laura, Scotty.
Yeah, hello, Howard.
Morning.
Well, Leslie, it was nice seeing you. Oh, thank you for breakfast.
We must do it again sometime.
Yes, of course. Oh, bye.
Bye, Dad.
So long, Rick.
Howard?
All the best.
Thank you.
Les, we can get going anytime you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready for days. No sense to postpone the agony. Troops, on to the courthouse.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Weber.
Oh, yes, Dr. Weber, I remember you. Just a moment, I'll call Dr. Kendrickson.
Want to know something?
What?
Every time I come up here, I hate this place.
even more. Gives me the creeps.
Why, Mom? Why?
Well, I don't understand mental things. I never have. I mean, in my day, when I was a girl, I mean, just every once in a while, you would hear about somebody who had a nervous breakdown. But we always thought that was a weakness, so I guess I still do.
Yeah, but you know better than that now, don't you, Mom?
Listen, knowing better has never stopped me from thinking anything. I just want Heather out of here, that's all. I don't care how much chintz they put on the windows or how much wicker they have in the sunroom. It still depresses me. And those nervous breakdown people have all of that, too. I mean, plus handicraft.
Come here, come on.
Hello, Mrs. Grant.
Hi, Dr. Hendrickson.
How are you, Dr. Kendrickson?
I'm fine. Are you both here to see Heather?
Yes, we are.
Well, why don't you go in first? I'd like to have a little talk with your son-in-law anyway.
All right. I won't be long, Jim.
Go ahead, Mom. It's okay.
Sit down, shall we?
Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to discuss something with you. I wanted to ask you a couple of things.
Let me tell you that I discussed Heather's condition with the staff, and the consensus of opinion was that you'd be allowed to go into the room and sit quietly in the chair for brief periods over several weeks. I mean quietly, Doctor, without saying anything to her at all. That's the rule I have to lay down. Your wife has been relatively calm for a few months, so we don't want to risk any upset that would force us to put her back into restraint.
Believe me, Doctor, I wouldn't want that either. And I'll go along with whatever you say, whatever you think is best. If that means sitting in a chair and being completely quiet, then that's the way it'll be. But hopefully, eventually she'll turn to me, and I'm hoping that she'll acknowledge me eventually.
I wouldn't bank on it.
Well, Doctor, in the meantime, I'm just kind of hoping that, well, that there might be something new that could help her. You know, a treatment, a medicine, anything.
I hate to keep on being so discouraging. No, we've tried everything, including a strong program of vitamin therapy. There's been no response whatsoever.
Doctor, I just can't understand this.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to face the fact that your wife is experiencing something that may never end for her. A kind of permanent trip from which there may be no return.
Are you telling me that the LSD could have done this much damage?
That's how it looks now. I understand your problem, how eager you are to get a divorce, but I see no hope of recovery for her any time in the near future.
Why don't you just take a seat, Leslie? This shouldn't take long, but with red tape, you can never tell.
Yeah, okay. They don't even make you go into a courtroom?
No, apparently not.
It's easier this way.
I don't know about that. Before we got here, I was terrified. Now I'm just depressed. I haven't really decided which is preferable.
Listen, what are you gonna be doing afterwards?
I'm gonna go back to work, and then Howard's gonna take me out to dinner.
So I wish I could say something that's gonna make you feel better.
Oh, you're here. That both of you came down. That was such a comfort. That's enough.
We wouldn't let you be by yourself.
I didn't expect Rick this morning. I think that probably unnerved me as much as anything else did.
I guess he was just trying to help, you know?
Okay, thank you. Les,
Yeah?
they're gonna get the final decree, and then we can leave. Now, you don't have to do a thing except put it in your purse.
That's all of it?
That's it?
That's incredible. No, it's not. It's indecent. To hand you a slip of paper, and that's the end of a relationship that had so much love, so much caring. I'm sorry, but it isn't right. It isn't fair. I'm tired of pretending that it doesn't matter to me. It does. It's the worst failure I've ever had in my whole life.
Leslie, it's not a failure of yours.
Yes, it is, partly. That doesn't matter, Howard. It doesn't matter where the blame goes. What matters is I loved him. I still do love him. I don't want to go on without him. I don't even know if I can.
Excuse me?
Yes. I'm the Quartermain nanny. I'm here to bring Alan Jr. in for his checkup. Can you tell me which floor to go to?
Yes, it's on 2. Hello, Alan. Remember me? Remember me, honey? I took care of him once while he was in the hospital, so we're very old friends.
Well, I guess he made quite a few friends then.
Well, with that sparkling personality of his, it's no wonder.
None indeed. When Dr. Quartermain does come in, would you tell her I've taken him to the office?
Of course.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Dr. Potter, call the 8th floor desk. Dr. Potter, call the 8th floor desk.
Any messages for me, Diana? Oh, yes, I think there are a few. I wasn't too sure if I'd see you this afternoon.
I thought it'd be good for me to keep busy.
Sure. Listen, I'm sure I could take a break now and go have a cup of coffee with you in the cafeteria.
Oh, thank you, Dinah. No, I think I've taken enough time from work already today.
Okay, I just thought you may want some company.
I know. I understand that, and I appreciate it. But you don't have to worry about me.
Okay, you look a little upset. Was it very rough?
Oh, on the contrary, it couldn't have been simpler. We went down to the courthouse, picked up a little tiny piece of paper, and we're on our way, just like that.
Mm-hmm. And tonight, are you going to see Laura and Scotty?
No, actually, Howard is taking me out to dinner tonight to celebrate. I keep saying that, you know, that's not exactly the right word, is it? Perhaps a consolation dinner would be more accurate.
Well, I think you should be with someone tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be in the clinic the rest of the day.
Okay.
Leslie, you're back already.
Yeah, I'm back.
How do you feel?
Fine, as far as I can tell.
You all right?
Oh, just wonderful. Just really never felt better in my whole life. You know, free at last. I guess this must be what they mean by being on top of the world.
Diana, would you file it for me?
Oh, certainly.
Hi, sweetheart. I didn't know you all were here.
Well,
Hello,
we just
Rick.
dropped Mother off.
Scotty?
We were parking the car.
But she just went up in the elevator. Scotty?
How is she? Did you talk to her?
Yeah, we said hello. She seems fine. A little tense, but I think that's normal for an occasion like today.
Yeah, well, it is kind of a very depressing time.
Wasn't the greatest day of my life either.
I know, Rick. It's just as hard on you. But look, don't any of you worry about Leslie. I'm going to take her out to dinner tonight and get her mind off of what's happened here.
Well, I thought Scotty and I should do that.
No, Laura, I think she needs a man on a night like this. Sometimes it's useful to have a male shoulder to cry on. Believe me, I've handled enough divorces to know what I'm talking about. You're going to have to trust me. Children aren't enough. I'm going to see your mother through this. I promise. Starting now. Excuse me.
Well, I guess he told us, huh?
Yeah, I was just wondering about what he said.
What do you mean?
I was wondering if that is the good friend, attorney speaking, or if Howard is becoming interested in Leslie.
Interested?
That's a possibility, Rick.
My patient roster, please.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh, thank you. Come, sweetness. Let's go have you checked out.
Ah, Leslie.
Oh, hi, Howard. Just a minute. Can you tell me what Dr. Quartermain's baby was doing here just now?
Sure, his nanny brought him in for some kind of checkup. I don't know anything more than that.
Thank you.
Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't. It surprised me to see him here. You know, that's all. Well, I mean, I know it's none of my business, but it did surprise me. Well, Howard, I spent so much time with that baby after his surgery when nobody knew if he was even going to live that it concerns me to see him here again.
I see.
Well, there's no problem with that baby. Don't worry. He's extremely healthy.
Oh, thank you. Well, what can I do for you? You didn't have to come up here.
Well, I just want to talk to you for a minute, see how you were.
I'm okay. I'm sorry about being such a big baby earlier. I think I've got it under control now.
I hope so. I can't leave here knowing that you feel bad. I'll worry about you all afternoon.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. I'm all right. I got up this morning overreacting to everything, but then I think we both suspected I might do that today.
Yeah. I think there's something else bothering you. And I think it has something to do with that baby just now.
No, that's not true. Why would you think that?
Well, obviously, because, you were standing here with tears in your eyes looking after him. Leslie, is that what's been upsetting you lately?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Howard.
I'm talking about the fact that you know you could never bear Rick a son. Is that what made you look at the Quartermain baby like that just now?
Well, I guess you found me out. But you can't blame me, can you? I think any woman might feel she'd failed her husband in a case like that, don't you?
No, I certainly don't think. Leslie, that's ridiculous.
Well, if it is, it wouldn't be the very first ridiculous thought I've ever had in my life.
Well, look, forget it. You certainly do not have to bear children to be an acceptable wife.
Maybe not, but I think I have to do something more than I was doing, obviously.
Leslie, just be a little patient. Wait for the right man to come along, a man who will value you exactly for what you are.
It may take a little while. I don't know what I am exactly.
Well, I do. I know what you are. You're a lovely, desirable woman full of warmth and love who does not have to bear another child to prove her worth in the world.
Don't I?
No, not in a million years. I already think you're a very special lady, and so will every other man you meet.
Well, I remember you telling me that all I had to do was get myself polished up a little bit and get back out in the marketplace. Wasn't that right?
Don't worry about making yourself available. When you're ready, someone will come along. You'll meet another man.
I may meet several dozen other men, but I don't think there'll ever be anyone else for me romantically.
Oh, so now you're closing the door and barring the windows, huh?
No. No, I'm stating a fact. For the record. I'm very much afraid that I will never be able to get romantically involved with any man other than Rick. That may be very sad, but it's probably very true.